guess the next couple days will be for you, but tonight we're going to be talking about the most unreal, surreal, unbreakable records in sports history. From all different kinds of sports, from the more popular ones to maybe some of the other, college, who knows what we're going to be talking about, but some of the craziest records in sports history. So yeah, make sure you guys do like the video. If you do like the video, make sure you comment down below maybe the one you think that is the most craziest, or maybe, do some research yourself and maybe find another crazy sports record that maybe we didn't talk about in this video, or anything else you want to comment down below. Definitely let me know. And obviously make sure you subscribe to the channel on our way to 10,000 subs. Super duper crazy. So yeah, I think that is everything. So I think it is time for us to get, and hopefully my finger fluttering is getting better. I'm trying to practice it more and more. Let's get started with tonight's video. Alrighty, so in this video, like I said, really super duper crazy, maybe even unbreakable records in sports history. And the first one we're going to be talking about is one that is actually, I think, 1000% unbreakable. I mean, yeah, I will say unbreakable. I don't want to even say maybe. I think it is an unbreakable record. It is the 111 straight college basketball wins from the women's Yukon Huskies team. Yes, this win streak went on from the year 2014 and didn't lose one game until the year 2017. That is, winning every single regular season game, every single tournament win as well. They dominated not only, women's college basketball, but they probably are the best college basketball team of all time. That dominant 3-year span from them, 111 straight wins. I don't even know, was that like the longest win streak in sports history? That could be something that, if you're more interested about these records, you can look into. 111 straight games, is that the highest win record of all time? Well, maybe besides the Harlem Globetrotters or something like that, which obviously, but man, that is super duper crazy for sure. So obviously, that's multiple championships, multiple, tournament entries, multiple this, multiple that. I mean, Huskies are actually insane. That's pretty wild. That's definitely a really good one to start off the video with. I think another pretty interesting one here that they have listed here is actually from baseball. There are probably going to be a lot of baseball ones because obviously baseball is, one of the oldest sports that we have. And also some of the records there are just absolutely just stupidly crazy. This one is a pretty interesting one where a player, Fernando Tatis, no, not junior, Fernando Tatis, I'm assuming senior, maybe, I don't know, actually hit 2 grand slams in the same inning. Yes, not the same game. He hit 2 grand slams in the same inning on April 23rd, 1999, and the 3rd inning. Wow. games of starting. That's insane. Now, what I don't really understand about this record is if it is like, does it count injuries? Like, I don't think he wasn't injured for 18 years. I don't think so. I think it's just the fact that he started every single game. Interesting. I think this article also came out a couple years ago, but it says here the current longest streak is Russell Wilson, who is about halfway there. So next one is actually another baseball record, which again, who could have thought about that? But it is a player who has the current most hits in a career, and it is Pete Rose. I actually didn't know about this before this article I read a little bit of. But yeah, Pete Rose, MLB. Pete Rose has 4,256 hits in the MLB. 4,000, over 4,000 hits. That's insane. To put it into more of a perspective, again, I don't know how long ago this article was written, but Albert Pujols, who's also known as one of the greatest hitters in the MLB's history, is still over 1,000 hits away when this article was written. That is pretty insane. 1,000 hits. And you think about, man, you may get a hit or two in a game, maybe if you're lucky, and then like they're not even in, a lot of these older players aren't even in their primes anymore, so it's even harder to get those hits. That's crazy. It also says here that Mike Trout, also one of the greatest hitters in already the MLB's history, would have to hit, let's see, a full 162 games to maintain his production for over the next 16 seasons. So he would have to literally play perfect for the next 16 years in order to even, come close to tying this. And of course, Mike Trout is injured, every other year. But, that's pretty crazy to really put that into perspective. I didn't know. I mean, when you think about other stats in other sports, 4,000 is really a big number. But man, hits in a game, like again, you may get a hit in a game. Like that's good if you get a hit if you're on base in a game. But this guy was obviously a pretty good legend at that. It also mentioned this record, but in my opinion, this might be one of the most reachable, insane records. I think it is still an insane record, but I think it's the one that will be broken within, I'll say, the next 10 years. I think this record will be broken, maybe even the next 5 years. Maybe. I'm trying to think. Yeah, maybe the next 5 to 10 years. It is Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game. I do think one of these days, one player on like a kind of bad team, kind of like how Devin Booker got his, I think 70-something-ish, I think, when he was on the Phoenix Suns. It was a bad game. They sucked that game, but Devin Booker had a crazy sort of flaming hot outing, and the Suns just let him take over the game and let Devin Booker have his fun. I think there will be another time where a player just gets on a really bad team, takes all the shots, and gets really close, and they're just going to let him have at it. So I think in the next 5 to 10 years, and especially like, it's always rumored about the 4-point shot, extending the 3-point line, this and that, yada, 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 even the NBA becoming a more and more offensive game. I think sometime in the near future, this record will be broken. Now, could I guess a player? I have no idea. I mean, Steph Curry, that's a really good one. James Harden, I think a couple years ago could have had a good, knock at that, but obviously now with the new free throw change, I have no idea if you could even get to that point anymore. Kevin Durant, obviously probably the best pure scorer in the NBA right now, or maybe it's some player we don't even know about, some high school kid who's just dominating right now. We have no idea, or maybe someone like Trae Young, who is obviously on the younger side, plays a lot like Steph Curry, great shooter, has a lot of years left to learn. I think maybe he could have a shot at it. I don't know. It's definitely one of the more reachable, crazy not gonna lie. It also says here that if you took away his top 4 seasons of stolen bases, Rickey Henderson that is, he is still nearly 40 stolen bases ahead of second place. If we took 4 years off this guy's record, it's still a good chunk amount better than the next guy up. So, God, I mean, baseball records are just actually really insane, not gonna lie. Let's see here. They also talk about Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice of the NFL, of course, 49er legend. And it says here, over 21 seasons, Jerry Rice accumulated 197 receiving touchdowns and a ridiculous 22,805 receiving yards. For all you football buffs out there, do you think that record is untouchable? Again, let me know down in the comments what you think if you're still watching or listening to this video. I don't know, I feel like that's definitely a record that could be broken. I feel like football is also kind of like basketball. It's definitely becoming more and more of an offensive game, and I feel like it will come to a point where players are just going to be able to score easier, get open easier, so I feel like that's definitely something that's probably going to happen. Interesting. I do think that's probably one of the more untouchable ones, but I think it could be close again, probably the next 5 to 10 years. I think maybe we could see some crazy wide receiver sort of try to handle that out. They also do talk about Tiger Woods and golf, but they talk about like golf terms that I don't know what they mean, but if you're into golf, apparently from 1998 to 2005, Tiger Woods made 142 straight consecutive cuts. I don't know what cuts mean. I'm assuming that's like tournaments made. You know, like he made the cut. I'm assuming that's what it means. I have no idea what that means. 142 of them though. That's definitely a pretty big number, that's for sure. Also, a crazy record from Tiger Woods is in Tiger Woods' career. He has been ranked number 1 in the world for a total of 683 weeks, the longest any golfer has ever been ranked number 1. But yeah, again, I'm not super, in-depth on golf, let alone a lot of other sports, but that's a kind of a cool one. Yeah, obviously you talk about Tiger Woods when you talk about the greats in sports history. A couple of other sort of quick ones. There's Cal Ripken Jr.'s 2,632 consecutive played games. Definitely, again, a crazy legend in the MLB. Barry Sanders, 5 1,500-yard seasons. Wow. He holds the record for most seasons with 1,500 or more rushing yards. That's pretty crazy. Adrian Peterson, next guy up, has only 2 seasons, so there's hopefully a running back out there that might be able to break that record. Joe Dimaggio, I think is how you pronounce that name, his 56-game hit streak. That one I remember someone was really close one time, wasn't they? If I remember, wasn't someone like kind of close? Well, not kind of close, but someone was getting up there and almost got there, but not even almost got there. I remember someone was like talking about it for a little bit of time there. Let's see, anything else we got going on? UCLA men's basketball 88-game win streak. Again, talking about the women's team, UCLA definitely had its thing going on, obviously with